Hello students, I wish all of you have gone through our first video of class 4 science where we have discussed why do we need food and various components of food. In the various components of food we have discussed there are 5 essential components called nutrients. These are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. Today I will discuss little bit in details about these 5 essential components of nutrients. Now let us look into the definition of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the substances in food that gives energy to our body. Who gives energy to our body? At an initial level, you can answer that food gives us energy. But as you are growing up, your answer should be to the point. So you have to write down that carbohydrates are the substances in food that gives us energy. There are some group of people who need extra amount of carbohydrate. They are laborers, sports person and growing children. They need little bit extra amount of carbohydrate than a regular person. Now you may have a confusion in your mind who are called laborers. Those who do a lot of physical work are called laborers. In the same manner, growing children and a sports person need little bit more amount of carbohydrates in their diet. So I hope the definition of carbohydrates is clear to you. Next we have the classification of carbohydrates. It has been classified into two types, starch and sugar. Now let me share few examples of starch with you. These are rice, wheat, corn and potatoes, which takes a little longer to digest. Whereas some examples of sugars are as follows. These are banana, grapes and mango, which can be easily digested by our body. So in this carbohydrate portion we have discussed the definition, then the classification of carbohydrates, then the sources of sugar and starch. Try to write down this definition, classification and the sources so that it can be in your memory for a longer period of time. Now let me move into our next nutrients, that is proteins. What are proteins? Proteins are the substances in food that build our muscles and helps us to grow. Who helps us to grow? Proteins helps us to grow. Now let us look into some other importance of proteins. Proteins helps to repair our body parts. Who helps to repair our body parts? That is the proteins. Proteins help our body to heal in case of an injury. Now let us look into the sources of protein. Proteins are found in milk, curd, cheese, eggs, nuts, meat, fish, beans and dal, that means pulses. These are the few examples for the sources of protein. Try to keep it in your mind. Growing children need more proteins to grow. So in a similar manner as we have done for carbohydrate, you have to go through the definition of protein the sources of protein, and the importance of protein. Now the third point is our fats. What are fats? Fats are the substances in the food that gives large amount of energy to our bodies. Who provides large amount of energy to our bodies? That is, fats are the nutrients which provide large amounts of energy to our bodies. Let us look into the sources of fat. The sources of fats are butter, butter, ghee, oil, and nuts. These are the various sources of fats. Fats are essential for our body. However, we should consume them in a very small amount. Why? If we eat too much of such food, excess fat gets stored in our body. This might lead to weight gain. So, always you have to keep it in mind that you should not consume too much extra fat. Now, as you can see, some sources are given, some pictures are given of mustard oil, groundnut oil, and sunflower oil. So, what is the source of mustard oil? That is the mustard plant. Mustard oil means sarson ka tel. Next one we have groundnut oil. The source is for groundnut plant, badam ka tel. Third one is our sunflower oil. The source for the sunflower oil is sunflower, as you can look into the picture. It is also known as Suryamukhi tel. So I hope the facts are clear to you. Next, let us proceed to our vitamins. Vitamins are the substances in food that helps us grow and stay healthy. Who helps us to grow and stay healthy? That is, vitamins helps us to grow and stay healthy. The another importance of vitamin is that it protects our body from various diseases. It protects our body from various diseases. What are the sources of vitamins? Fruits, milk, and vegetables are rich in vitamins. In your textbook, a simple question has been given. Name 3 fruits or vegetable you like to eat. This is the most simple question which you can answer. Now we have to look into the various types of vitamins. The first one is our vitamin A. All of you please put a star mark on this table because you have to learn this table nicely. Vitamin A. The first one is our vitamin A. The sources are tomatoes, carrot, and butter. What is the importance of vitamin A? It keeps our eyes and skin healthy. Foods naturally rich in vitamin A are mostly green, yellow, red, or orange in color. Only you can keep it in mind the first point that it vitamin A keeps our eyes and skin healthy. Next is our vitamin B. What are the sources? Milk, brown bread, and eggs are the sources for vitamin B. What is the importance of vitamin B? It is needed for the growth and working of nerves and muscles. Now let us turn the page. Next one is our vitamin C. What are the sources? Spinach and citrus fruits. Citrus fruit means it can be your lemon, pineapple, or any other fruit which has citrus flavor in it. What is the importance of vitamin C? It keeps the skin, bones, teeth, and gums strong and healthy. Now let us see the vitamin D. Vitamin D is found in butter and milk. Importance of vitamin D: it helps to build strong bones and teeth. It is also called the sunshine vitamin as our body makes it in the presence of sunlight. So, for at least 15 to 20 minutes, you should sit in that sunlight. Examples, as I have discussed, eggs, liver, and milk are the main dietary sources of vitamin D. And the last one is our vitamin E. You can see the groundnut oil, some peanuts, and sprouts are there. These are the sources of vitamin E. Importance: vitamin E keeps the skin healthy. Vitamin E keeps the skin healthy. So we have discussed five different types of vitamin: vitamin A, B, C, D, and E. At least you must know two examples or the sources of those vitamins, and at least two importance of those vitamins. Next one is our minerals. What are minerals? Minerals are the substances found in food that keep a check on various body processes and keep us healthy. So minerals also play an important role which helps to keep a check on various body processes and keeps us healthy. Some of the minerals found in food are calcium, iron, and iodine. These are the some minerals which are found in our regular food. Now let us discuss some sources of calcium. Some sources of calcium are milk, cheese, paneer. What is the importance of calcium in our body? Calcium makes our bones and teeth strong. Calcium helps us to make our bones and teeth strong. Whereas whole beans and pulses such as Bengal gram and green leafy vegetables, spinach, methi, mint are also rich in calcium. There are so many examples has been given. At least 3 to 4 should be in your mind. And the most important one is the importance of calcium. Next we have iron. What is the function of iron in our body? It helps in the formation of hemoglobin in the body. Underline the word hemoglobin in our body. What are the sources of iron? It is found in spinach, methi, curry leaves, coriander, and mint. Coriander means dhania. The last one is our iodine. It is an important mineral that our body needs to stay healthy. But we need only a small amount of it for good health. We should not consume too much amount of iodine. Iodine occurs naturally in the sea and in some soils. Many foods such as milk, bananas, green peas and eggs have iodine in them. It is also added to some foods such as salts. So In this way, we have discussed various nutrients which are present in our regular diet. All of you, please go through this topic, and in case of any doubt, you should note down that question. I will clarify to those one afterwards. That's all for today. Thank you.